Hey, welcome to the classroom. We do have a project that we're doing right now. It's making a magazine cover through Google presentation. This is a Google slide, and let's go ahead and put on present here what mine looks like right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and explain this real quick. This is the title, The Independent, and they need to have an object that is actually in the title as well, showing that they could do that. And these are the sections. There are 4 sections in this chapter, so they need to have one item per section. And usually I go with a subtitle, so Marbury versus Madison, and then something about it, keeping it short. So Midnight Judge, Louisiana Section 2, Call for War Section 3, Great Britain on the offensive would be Section 4. And there's roughly about 3 choices that they can make per section in my textbook. If we go down here, this is how I have them put their name on their work, and that's going to be the exclusive interview with the whatever title they want to go ahead and put down for themselves. So mine is a Jeffersonian historian, Mr. Hoover. Then if we look at the very bottom, and that's going to be a banner. This is not mandatory, but I like to do this. A little bit what we call eye candy here. Is it says subscribe today and receive a model of the USS Constitution. So they do have to have a barcode, and that is going to be located. I like to have that on the very bottom right hand side, and they can get creative with that as long as it's actually appropriate. And then they have to have how much the magazine is going to cost per year. And I have 1 year, $3, but they need to research that and see how much they have. I do have an award on mine, but that's not mandatory either. Again, that's just something extra. If we work ourselves way up here to the top right, this is tour the Constitution, that USS Constitution warship, Old Ironsides. They don't have to have that, but I just went ahead and chose that because of the picture on the magazine. And then they do have to have the date of the issue, and I have January, and this is 1815. And then I went ahead and put down the actual magazine issue number that would be coming out. So this would be the 35th magazine of that. So just to explain what mine looks like. And they also do have a rubric that they have to follow. This is the rubric, and I'm not going to go over this too much. You guys can go ahead and read this yourselves. But this is out of 65 points, so that's what it looks like. You can go ahead and take a look at this for yourselves instead of me reading through it word for word. Let's just go ahead and get right to the project on making this. And let's go ahead and open up, let's see, a new one. And let's go ahead and go into slides. Choose a blank slide. First thing that you need to do, change the page setup. I'm going to go to custom. I'm going to make it 8.5, 8.5 by 11. Okay. And go ahead and get rid of these text boxes. I want to get a background on this, because that way we can have a border. I'm going to make mine red. And to make the border now, we need to go get a picture. I'll show you how to do that. Let's look up under images. And I want a, let's see, what I did is I went ahead and typed in USS Constitution. And there is an advanced search that you can do with that as well. So you can go down to settings and do an advanced search on this. So that's USS Constitution. Yeah, I would change it, instead of any size, I would change it to the largest size and keep it as any color as well. So we'll go ahead and hit advanced search on that. What we're looking for is we're trying to stay away from these kind of pictures because they're landscape. We want more of a portrait picture. And trying to find a good one. This is the one I actually went with before, so we'll go ahead and choose this. Yeah, that one. There's that one right there. It's a little lighter. That one's darker. Let's go with the lighter one. So let's go ahead and copy the image. And let's go ahead and paste it onto our work. And just basically, just very simply add this, and then these red lines help out a lot, so that's actually centered right there. And I want to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to have an equal border. That's not bad. And we can do a ribbon. We can do some other things here as well. I'll show you how to do that. So we take some shapes, and we will go down here to this one, which is a diagonal stripe, and we go to the top, slide it to about the corner, and then we want to rotate this, so we go ahead and right click, hit rotate, and we got to go ahead clockwise 90 degrees. And there she is right there at 90 degrees, and we can just put this in like that. And I want to change the color, so I usually fill it in with a yellow color right there. That way it pops. And then we're going to go ahead and make a banner real fast. So we'll go ahead and choose shapes and just go with the triangle here. I'm sorry, rectangle. And get on the end here. Just have it go down there. Do the same thing. Fill it yellow. And let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Let's zoom in. We'll get our work done here. And that's pretty good for a banner. We'll slide down a little bit so we don't see that picture. Okay, if you want to, we can go ahead and start on the top here on the title. And we want text box. And we don't want Arial. The ones I've seen better, that work out the best, is this Arial bat face here. And it has to be the largest, so we usually play around with something that's a little bit larger. So we can try 60 if you want, or we can try a little bit smaller. 60 looks big, so let's go with 48. So give it an interesting name. On this one we can call it the, let's just stay with the Navy, so something very simple. Naval News. There you go. Let's go ahead and we can put this in the middle if you wish. Or we can leave it on the side. So we're going to leave it on the side for now. Yeah, just leave it there. And that looks good. So we want to go ahead and put something inside of this. So let's go ahead and go with like an anchor or something like that. So let's go ahead and search for that. So we go over here. And let's go ahead and do our images again. And we're going to search for an anchor. And we're going to do an advanced search and things like that as well. Let's go ahead and type in anchor. And I want to go to settings, and if we go to advanced search again, anchor, we don't really want a large like in this anchor. And this is where he gets the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and paste it. And there's our anchor. That worked out first time. I like that. Now we need to integrate this in with our title. So we're just going to line it up. We can put it in here, or we can move it over to the side. That's where we put it. A little smaller. Here. So what you could do with this is go here, these three dots, go to Format Options, and go to Adjustments, and then we're going to make it transparent. So you can see what it does. And we're going to make this title here bold. And there you go. Enable News. It has an anchor there. If you want to move the anchor down just a little bit. Yeah, looks pretty good. And then the next thing I can show you is how to find a barcode. So let's just go back over here and let's look for barcodes. There we go. There we go. Found it. Now I can put it in. Make it small. Some students like to make it too big. As long as you get the gist of it. And now we just go ahead and need to do some other work here, so just to show you what's going on. So we would do this one and make it 14. Let's make it about 18, 24, 24. So this would be section 1. And instead of making another box, I would go ahead and go down 1 and then change it to a different text, a different font style. And that would be 24. Make it a little bit bigger, make it like 30. And then we would have a interesting something about interesting here. I don't know if I want to do interesting. We can do fact. Yeah. Interesting fact. Okay. So there's that one. And what I do, I would just go ahead and copy and paste these and just slide them down. And that way you can line them up. Slide this one up. Slide that one up. Over. Need one more. And let's go back to the rubric real quick. And because what we're doing right here is talking about this, so it's a fact or per section. So fact / figure. So we're working on. Let's move them up just a little bit. Slide them over. I'm going to try to keep it out of that sail. And out of the ship as much as possible. Lined up. Watch your spacing. Just work with it. Okay, that's not too bad. And if you want to, you can make this even. I don't think I want to do that. I want to do that. And you can make these different colors. So you can go with a red here. And then do a yellow here. It makes it pop. No, we're not seeing yellow very much, are we? So maybe we'll just keep that black. So I want to do that. Make these red. And you can also bold these if you wish. And that's 24. This is 30. We're still larger on this one because this one's 48, so we're still good there. So it'd be interesting facts. And then the next one that you could do is I would still stay with this kind of fonts. And go ahead and just paste this one more time. Bring it down. And we're going to make our exclusive interview. Make it a little bit larger there. Doesn't have to be that large, so we can shrink this down to like 18. And this could be 24 if you want. And width. Naval Admiral. Oh. Let's do retired. Naval Admiral. That's how we're going to put our name on the paper. Let's have this underlined. Make it bold. And we're going to change all this to yellow for our color. That should, there you go, that should pop pretty nice. Put this down over here in the very bottom. Okay. And then you have a text box. We're going to create this text box right here. And we just want to go ahead and keep this in black. Arrow's fine. If you want to change it again, we'll probably do something like that. 14 font. Let's just go to maybe 18. And let's do December. Why not? 18, 14. So we could do, yeah, let's do 18, 14, or 13. Let's try 13. Be different. And let's see, this issue number would be like 24. And we'll make this bold. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this. We want to rotate this direction and just slide it up here. And get this angled right. That's pretty good. I can live with that. Now we need to go ahead and put a cost down here, so we want a text box. Always go off the sides. And we want this to be white. And we could do, no, let's just do the arrow. Make it a little bit bigger. 18 is fine. We'll change the text color here to white so it shows up. So we'll do 1 year. And we'll just do $2 this time. We'll put a dollar sign in there. Let's go ahead and slide down in here. We'll keep it out of there. That's pretty good. And now all we have to do is do a text box down here. And we got, to go with this one. Look at about 18. See what that looks like. And I think we're still on black. Yep. Make it bold. Maybe a little larger than 18. Let's do 20. We just type in. We don't have to stick with there. So subscribe. Today. And well, we can spell today. Free. Oh, subscribe today and receive a free what? Free gift. Just don't know what the gift is. Center. We can make it bigger. Maybe we should do about 30. And highlight that. Highlight it. That looks pretty good. Receive a free gift. Look at that. And if you want to put something on here as well as about the USS Constitution, we can put something about that, what I did about that, so we can insert another text box. And we're going to change it. Let's go to this one. Inside look. Inside tour. I don't want to go over the sales on this one. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do it this way. And grab the whole entire thing. And let's go ahead and make it to where it's all in line there. We can bold it. I do want to make it smaller on the font. There we go. And then if you want to add a seal, you can, but you don't have to, and you'll have to go to a different website for that one. And that's what it looks like. So that'll get you all of your points and then some. Get some extra to it. And all I have to do is look up, and this would be not section 1, but this would be section 2. This is section 3. And this is section 4. And you have interesting fact. I hope this has been helpful. And if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I want you to have a wonderful day.